Recently, Amy Goodman, host of Democracy Now!, traveled to Flagstaff to speak at NAU's campus. While here, she also aired her newscast from our studio. NAZ Today reporter Emani Payne talked to the Democracy Now! Host about how the show got its start.
Award-winning journalist, author of 5 New York Times bestsellers, and host of Democracy Now!, Amy Goodman has truly done it all. And she joins me in the studio right now. All the way from New York, Amy, it is an honor to have you with me today.
Oh, it's an honor to be with you, Emani.
Now, this is a little bit of a different feel for you being in our studio today, so I have to ask, why did you decide to do your show here in Flagstaff today, and what do you think of our studio?
Well, I was invited to speak here at the university, and I'm so impressed with the studio. I mean, you are a student-run organization, but this is so professional. It's rare in the country. You know, we travel across the country and we broadcast from many cities. We are based in New York. But this is just highly unusual. All of you are so professional. It was a real treat to be able to work with you and do the global broadcast. I mean, our broadcast goes everywhere from South Africa to Japan, from Sweden to Utah to Arizona, all through Latin America. It's a global newscast that millions of people watch and listen to, and I was so honored for it to be right here at NAU TV at NAZ.
We definitely appreciate that. And correct me if I'm wrong, Amy, but I've heard that you have the greenest studio in the country. Is that correct?
Yes, in New York
Wow.
City. I mean, it's not actually the color green, it is blue,
Right.
but it is the greenest internet TV radio studio in the country. For architects out there, it is LEED Platinum. It has the highest green building rating because we do believe that the medium is the message, that we have to care about the world we live in as well as cover it. And I think particularly for you in Arizona with water scarcity and issues of the environment, we all have to be conscious of this.
Very nice. Now let's get down to business here. How was Democracy Now! Started and how's it funded?
Well, we just celebrated our 18th birthday. We began in 1996 on 8 community radio stations. It was the only daily election show in public broadcasting. And then we went on television in 2001. Now we're broadcasting on 1,200 public radio and television stations around the country and around the world.
Very nice. And now I have some of my friends watch you, some of my professors watch you. So I have to ask, why do you think you have such a diverse audience?
Because we bring out the voices of people at the grassroots in their communities, people closest to the heart of a story. This is the basic tenets of good journalism. You know, the corporate media, the mainstream television networks, they bring you the small circle of pundits who know so little about so much, explaining the world to us and getting it so wrong. On Democracy Now!, we bring out the voices of people who are making the news, who are part of the movements and debate and discussion. And I think there is a hunger for independent voices in this country, and that's why Democracy Now! Is the largest public media collaboration in the country.
And would you say that's what really, you know, drives your production?
Absolutely. The idea that we need independent media. We need a media that is brought to the listeners and viewers by the listeners and viewers themselves, not by corporations of a particular agenda. We are public media. We are independent media. That's essential to the functioning of a democratic society.
Well, thank you so much, Amy, for joining me in the studio today. And make sure you all check out Democracy Now! At Democracy Now!